Hey friends, are you tired of showing up at every cookout with those same old boring side dishes? Me too. That's why today I'm sharing 4 quick and easy new side dishes that are perfect for all your summer get-togethers. And all of these are just 2 ingredients plus a few seasonings, so you can spend less time in the kitchen and more time at the party. And because the weather doesn't always cooperate, we're putting an indoor fun twist on some burgers too. I'm Mel, welcome home. Let's get started. Today, we are gonna make a quick and easy 2-ingredient dip. We're gonna start with some spreadable cream cheese. And who am I? Who are you watching? We're gonna use some candied jalapeno slices. Just trust me, you're gonna love this. I've had this before. This is a recipe that Patrick's cousin, Carol, made for us, and we all fell in love with it. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is get my cream cheese out. This is a 12-ounce container, and you really just need about 8 ounces for this. And she did suggest getting the spreadable, not the whipped cream cheese, but the spreadable, because it just mixes in a little bit easier than regular cream cheese. But you don't want it all whipped up. So I'm just gonna kind of smush mine around in here to sort of get it loosened up. Now for our jalapenos. You want to drain these off. So I'm gonna go ahead and give them one little drain in the sink. Then I've taken probably about half of the jalapenos that are in that jar, and we are gonna dice these up nice and small. And I can hear you in your mind right now saying, you don't like hot stuff, Mel. What are you showing us? I don't like super spicy stuff. But whenever we had this, Carol was like, just trust me, it's not hot. It's got a little bit of a spice to it, but not much. And once you get it into the cream cheese, I don't know if it cools it down. Maybe it's the candied part of the jalapenos that takes a little bit of the heat off of it. But it's really good. Once you get your jalapenos diced up, we're gonna mix them in. I'm gonna start with half of what I have because it did dice up a lot more than what I thought I had. And anything you have left, I'm just gonna put that right back into the jar and I can make this again. And we're just gonna fold this in really gently to combine it. And I found these candied, that's so hard for me to say, candied jalapenos here locally at Food City. Kroger in my area did not have them. I'll set in a little bit more. I haven't been in the store at Walmart or Food Line locally to see them with my own eyes, but they are on their apps and their websites that they have them in stock, but Kroger's doesn't. So that's kind of where I found them here. I'm gonna go ahead and slide in my last little bit here. This looks like what Carol's looked like, so I think I probably did a good ratio here. Like all good dips, I'm gonna put it in the fridge till we're ready to serve it. When I had this the first time, it was served with these little mini club crackers, and I absolutely loved it. So that is how I'm serving mine. Let me get a little taste here for you. Guys, this is so good. And these little crackers with it, they're kind of buttery, sweet, and salty with just a bite of that cream cheese and jalapeno. Oh my goodness, it's perfect. It's great for a poolside dip this summer, for any cookout that you have. It's a great appetizer for the holidays, tailgate season. Whenever you make this, you are gonna be the belle of the ball. Nobody has to know how easy this is. It's delicious. And guys, you know, if I'm standing here shoveling it in, it is not too hot. This is perfect. Guys, we're on easy mode. Again, I've got now a 3-ingredient appetizer, poolside snack, side dish, picnic, tailgate, party food, whatever you want to call it. It's 3 ingredients. Call it delicious. The first thing I've done is just taken a few different little colors of mini bell peppers, and I'm going to cut the ends off, just one end of them here. This is an old plate I'm using. Don't do this on your good plates. But I just wanted to put them in the refrigerator just on this plate. And so I'm just making them all here. And I'm going to just take my knife down in there. Do you see how I did that? And then dropped it everywhere. Just cutting a little bit of the membrane. And sometimes there'll be some seeds up here at the top. I'm just going to cut that little bit out right there. You just pull it out. Here's a good one to show you. Nobody wants to eat that or any of the seeds. So you just want to try to get all of that out of there. I'm just going to dump my seeds over here. For this little treat, we are going to use the whipped cream cheese spread. And I don't know if you guys have ever had this or not, but this is like a staple in my house now. We love it on bagels. I love to stir it into mashed potatoes or anything like that. But it's just good stuff. It's easy to work with. And I'm going against all the things that I normally say. I've eaten jalapenos today, and I'm going to use a little baggie as a popping bag. I never do this. I'm not very good at it. Number one, but this doesn't have to be pretty. This is just for function. Just putting it in like a sandwich-sized bag, squeezing the air out here, and I'm gonna trim just a little bit here off the end. The best way that I know how to tell you to do this is just to show you. You're just gonna pop and push your cream cheese all the way down inside your little peppers here. And you can make as many of these or as few of these as you want. You know, it's just me and Patrick here a lot of times now. And man, I love snack foods and appetizers and stuff like that. But sometimes it's so wasteful to make it for 2 people. I'm gonna have to squeeze some down, hang on. So I love it when I can find something that I can just make a few of, just for myself or just for the 2 of us. And you know, this is really more for me. This is my kind of food right here, but Patrick, he might eat a little bit of this. And I guesstimated pretty good on this. I'm just gonna spoon a little bit more down on this one. This is the last one. I ran out just a little bit there. But you do want to make sure that you have the cream cheese like packed down in here all the way to the end. Because now we're going to do something a little bit different with ours. Just a different presentation. I'm going to cut these in slices, in rings. Everybody always serves stuffed peppers cut down like this way, laid open. This is just a different, fun little way to do it. When you get to the end, I don't know why, but I don't like to eat that part, so I throw it away. But this is what I call the cook's tax. I always get to eat that myself. You can make these as thin or as thick as you like them. And if you've had them out working with them for a good little bit, you might want to stick them back in the refrigerator. Oh, see, I didn't go down far enough. I had to fill that one up a little bit. But you can stick them in the refrigerator and let your cream cheese get set up just a little bit more again. Like I said, anywhere that you think looks kind of skimpy, you can just come right back over here and fill it in a little bit. We're not really about perfect here. We're about things tasting good. As a matter of fact, look at this little guy. He's like a little 8. I think I'm gonna eat him right now. Now I'm gonna put these in the fridge, cover them with some plastic wrap, put these right in the fridge until I'm ready to serve them. Okay, we are ready to eat. And what I like to do is take a little bit of this everything bagel seasoning. And if you don't have this, I'll share the recipe up on the screen for you right now. You might have everything to put this together, but hey, if not, I think this jar from Walmart's like $1. It's worth the investment. This stuff is so good. And the whole reason that I just put them on a plate like this is because this little seasoning likes to get everywhere. And we're going to transfer them to another little platter for pretty serving. So it doesn't matter if I get seasoning all over this, it'll be fine. And you can use flavored cream cheeses in here too. You don't just have to stick with plain cream cheese. Make this your own. Then I just transfer my little peppers right over to a serving platter, try to mix my colors up and make it so cute. And you are ready to serve it. There's nothing groundbreaking or earth-shattering about this little appetizer or this cute little side dish. It's just one of those things that you see somebody do it and you're like, how cute. Why didn't I ever think about cutting my peppers in slices instead of in half? It's just a new way of looking at things. And isn't that what is so fun about being in the kitchen? We can always find a way to make the old things new again. While cookout food's a lot of fun, we can't exactly expect to get a balanced diet with all the vitamins and nutrients we need eating baked beans and burgers. I've never been one to take a lot of supplements. I've just taken a multivitamin and called it good for years. But as I'm getting a few more years on me and hopefully a little more wisdom, I'm realizing that I am missing some nutrients in my daily diet. And once you start researching down that rabbit hole, friends, it is a lot. And I don't have the time or the taste buds to take a bunch of pills or mix up a bunch of powders to drink every single day. I just won't do it. And that's why I love Grüns. Just 8 little gummies a day, no mixing, no mess, no chalky taste. And I've got my multivitamin, my greens, my prebiotic, and more all taken care of. And they taste great, and they're super easy and convenient to take on the go if you need to. Each serving of Grüns packs in over 20 vitamins and minerals and 60 whole food ingredients. That's a lot more than your generic multivitamins. Plus, they're dosed right. Vitamins at 100%, minerals at around 25% of your daily values, and that's right where the research says that they should be. Plus, gummies are a lot easier for your body to absorb than powders. Over 35,000 studies support the ingredients in Grüns, with clinical results like a 41% increase in healthy gut bacteria and a 53% reduction in risk of mild cognitive impairments. And were you aware that about 30% of people carry a gene that blocks their vitamin absorption? I never knew that, but Grüns is methylated. And that's just a science talk term that means their vitamins like B12 and folate can be absorbed and actually used by your body. Other companies will skip this because it costs a little bit more money, but Grüns does it right. Right now, you can get up to 52% off of Grüns using the link in my description box. Your multivitamin, prebiotics, greens, super mushrooms, and more, all packed into 8 little yummy gummies in a daily convenient snack pack, because you just can't fit that much goodness into one little bear. Click the link below to get up to 52% off Grüns today. And a big thank you to Grüns for putting in the research and the hard work to keep it simple for me. And I'm so happy to be partnering with them today. Now let's get back to the recipes. Tonight, we're gonna make these Parmesan onion rings. I've been seeing these all over the internet. Prepare to either have a delicious treat or a big mess, maybe a little bit of both, but I can't wait to try them. We're gonna start by preheating the oven to 400 degrees. And then I'm taking a little sheet pan. You definitely need you some parchment paper. This is gonna be your best friend here. And a little trick that one of you guys taught me was to put a little water down on your pan before you put your parchment on here, and it will make it stick. I used to just spray mine with nonstick spray to do the same thing, but this is a lot less wasteful. So thank you, friends, for that tip. The first thing that we have to do is slice our onion, and we want these about 1/4 inch slices. And you can make as many or as few of these as you desire. Now, if I had my rathers, I would use small Vidalia onions. But I've become a grocery delivery girly here over the last year or so, and I think this was my fault. I think I ordered jumbo yellow onions instead of the sweet Vidalia onions. But it's just going to be me and Patrick here tonight, so let's make us maybe 6 of these. Whoops, there's going to be a half of one. I'm not the best slicer. If you have a mandolin, hey, a mandolin would work really good for this and give you really even slices. But let me even my onion back up. Now, let's try this again. I've got one of those choppers, but I cut myself on it, getting it out of the box. So if that tells you anything about me, you know that much, right? Next, we're using shredded Parmesan cheese. You want to spread you out a good layer on your sheet pan. I don't know how much this is. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I had this bag in the refrigerator opened, but you want a pretty even layer. It's going to be like the little bed for your onions. I'm going to open another one, and you can tell the first one that I used had been in the freezer because it kind of got crumbledy. This one's fresh out of the fridge. Okay, I think I have my cheese laid out, enough room here and an even layer. And we're going to take our onion slices, and you want to try to keep your pieces together. Oh gosh, these are humongous. Look at there. We're just going to lay these right here on our Parmesan cheese. I think put a little bit more cheese down here. It's going to take a little bit more room than what I thought. All right, I got all my little onions there. Now this part right here, this is really optional, but we all have seasonings. Let's use them. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of garlic powder across mine. Then for some really pretty color and a little bit of extra kick and flavor, let's sprinkle it with a little bit of paprika too. Now that we have our seasonings on, we just want to spray our onions with a little bit of olive oil or cooking spray. I've got some of this avocado oil spray that I'm using. Then we're just going to top our onions with some more shredded Parmesan. I have used one entire 6-ounce bag of Parmesan cheese. The first bag that I used probably had about 3 ounces in it. And I'm going to use half of another 6-ounce bag. And all I'm using about 12 ounces of Parmesan cheese. But that's okay, because that is what is going to make this so crispy. You really want them covered with the cheese, and you want a bed, like a solid bed of cheese underneath and between them. Now we're just going to slide it in our 400-degree oven. I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes. Could take 15 to 20 minutes. It could take 30. We want them brown and crispy. I let mine bake at 25 minutes, and then I even let the broiler go over the top just for a few. I'm just going to let these continue to sit here and cool, crisp up. Here in a few minutes, we'll come back and I'll show you a neat way to cut them up and serve them. We've let our onions crisp up. Look at that. I think the easiest way to cut these is going to be with a pizza cutter. I've seen people cut these on TikTok with scissors before, but I'm going to use a pizza cutter to cut through mine. And honey, these are crispy. I mean, look at that. I'm going to cut them up, put them on a platter. We're going to serve ours with some dipping sauce. You guys saw me make some corn on the cob with this Buffalo Wild Wings Parmesan garlic sauce. I wanted to try this with just some sweet whole kernel corn for, like cookouts or potlucks or something like that, because it was so good. So I'm just using a can of corn today. This is the 15-ounce can of whole kernel sweet corn. I'm going to drain the juice off this. Well, I guess corn was packed in water and not juice. But I'm just going to dump it in a microwave-safe bowl. Now, if I was making a big bunch of this, I would use frozen whole kernel corn. And I would actually put this down in my crock pot, and then you could just turn it over to like keep warm, and it could set all day. This is about, let's just go ahead and do half a stick of butter in here. And I'm going to put this in the microwave for about a minute. While that corn's microwaving, let me refresh you on how I did it with the corn on the cob. I boiled them about 10 or 15 minutes on top of the stove. Then I put them over into a baking dish, poured melted butter on them, seasoned them, put some of this Parmesan garlic sauce, stuck them in the oven, and let them bake up like that. Then we seasoned them up a little bit more and served them. That was in this video right here. In case you didn't see it, that was a good meal. You're going to want to see everything that was in that meal. So you can take a look at that when we're done here. Now that my corn is heated up, I'm just going to stir that butter in. Flip a few pieces out on the side. You always got to do that. And I'm going to season it up with some of this Kinder's salt, pepper, and garlic. I love this stuff. I love anything that's convenient and like an all-in-one. Give that a little stir together. Now the star of the show is this Parmesan garlic sauce. And Buffalo Wild Wings is not the only brand of this. I know Sweet Baby Ray's has a brand. Lots of stores have their own brand of them. And I've not tried one yet that I didn't like. But I must confess I'm a little partial to this one. I think it was just the first one I ever tried, and I've just stuck with it. Mix all that in. Oh, that is smelling so good. I just thought, you know, sometimes it's easier to take a crock pot of something than, corn on the cob is perfect for picnics, but it's hard to keep it warm. You could throw them down in a crock pot for sure, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just easier to have like one big dish like this. Well, mine ain't big, but I'm cooking for 2 people, so I'm making do. Let me give it a taste and see if we're getting all that same kind of goodness and flavor that we had on the corn on the cob. Oh my gosh. I love it. It's so good. So good. It's a little bit spicy. I've said before, this tends to have a little bit of a kick. Not so much that I can't take it, but like if you like spicier things, you're really gonna love this. Works on whole kernel corn off the cob just as well as on. Tonight, we're gonna make some smash burger tacos, but we're gonna make them inside in the cast iron skillet. I've got some avocado oil here on about medium-high heat, heating up. And if you've never seen these before, here's a little refresher of what they look like on the Blackstone. But not everybody has a Blackstone, and the weather doesn't always cooperate either. So what I've got are some flour tortillas. These are fajita size. And I'm gonna put my little 1/3 pound of meat on here, and I'm just gonna smash it before I cook it. I'm gonna smash it right out here on this. Now, if you are watching your carbs and you are missing burgers or smash burgers, this is a perfect little recipe for you. You can buy the carb control tortillas and use those, and you are gonna be in excellent shape. Anyhow, you just smush it down as flat as you can. It's perfectly okay if it overlaps your tortilla a little bit. That is perfectly fine because this is going to shrink up. Going to give it just a little sprinkle with some all-purpose seasoning. It's salt, pepper, and garlic. When our skillet gets hot, we are just very carefully going to put it right in here. And I'm going to use my spatula, and I'm going to smash it and smash it. I've got Patrick out there getting me his bacon press that he uses on these, on the Blackstone, in case I need it. But honestly, I think this right here will do it. And when you smash your burgers out like this, you get a crispy sear on them. Doesn't take them long to fry up like this. and all the juices get absorbed in your tortilla, and it's really quite tasty. Here's the moment of truth. Let's give it a little flipper. It's kind of crusty underneath there, but that's okay. Oh yeah, that looks good. Let it fry on up on the tortilla side now. Now we're just gonna remove it over here to a plate. And I might have made a mistake in here. On my Blackstone, usually you season your ball of meat and you smush it down, and the seasoning is not right up on your cast iron. In here, my seasoning's gonna be right on my cast iron, so it's making them a little black on the bottom. Okay, we're dropping back to punt because I don't want my tortilla to be so black. I mean, it ain't bad, but it's a little bit. So I didn't really think that through, how I was gonna smush that down, did I? So pulled out another one of my cast iron skillets, got some oil heating up in it. And what I'm gonna try to attempt to do is take my other burgers right here where I've put the seasoning on them. I'm just gonna lift that off right like this. No, I know what I can do. I know. I shall take a flour tortilla I haven't used, flip it over, and then peel it off like that. Look how smart I got all of a sudden, friends. Can you believe it? Then I'll take the one I had and put it on top of this one and flip it over. All in all, I've only wasted one tortilla. Not too shabby. And all my yummy seasoning, it's now under there. Just wasn't stuck as good, but hey, that's okay. We'll just smash it right there. You know, I might have room to put that other one in there. I got one of my bigger skillets out. I think I'm not gonna mess with it here. I'm just gonna let it be. If y'all enjoy seeing me make big messes, give this video a big thumbs up. Maybe I'll make some more. It just happens, but that's how we learn, right? I knew we could do them inside. I knew we could. This skillet is 12 inches, and it can actually fit this big cast iron press in it too. So that's nice. My 10 1/4 one doesn't even hold it. Can't get all the way down in it. Let's see how this one's turning out. Oh yeah, see, that's okay, that's good. You want that sear. Let's give it just a couple minutes on its backside. All right, hopefully, third time's the charm. We call these a taco smash burgers because once you get them fried up, you fold them up like a taco and eat them, and you can just top them with anything you'd like. Do you remember me sharing that video with you about these?
It was the one just on TikTok, wasn't it?
It might have been the Parmesan cheese. We have to try this together. This is just like the secret burger sauce.
Dip them too.
Yeah. Well, we won't double dip. It's like the secret burger sauce.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah, I'm scared. I want you to go first. It's crispy.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Mm-hmm. Kind of gives you the onion ring vibes, but it's not fried, and I guess cheese is more for like keto people. I like them. I didn't know if we would or not, but these are pretty good. I want to get me some more dip now because I really want to get.
There's more of a.
I really want to get into my onion.
Be good to make them spicier.
I use some paprika and onion powder. Look at that onion. These are yummy. That's a nice little treat. Something different, something fun. All right, Dad, you give Carol's jalapeno dip a try.
Well, I've tried it before.
I know it's good, isn't it? I don't have any dished out yet. I've already tried it today. I love it. It's not too spicy. It's just, because I can't do spicy.
Something with those candied jalapenos are not hot.
Now, I want you to try the corn. This is like the corn on the cob that we all went crazy for a couple weeks ago, but I just did it with whole kernel corn.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
It's delicious.
Oh, it is so good.
This is like perfect summer party cookout food. Appetizers, tailgate, ball field, whatever. And I'm hooked on these little peppers stuffed with cream cheese. That ain't your thing, but
No, not really.
yeah. And my
This right here is, so I'm gonna try this.
oh, get you smash burger, yeah.
Oh, wow, bud. That's
Quite
good.
good.
Yeah.
And we just fixed ours up like regular burgers. I've got mayonnaise and lettuce and onion. You can put secret sauce on this and make it like a Big Mac. Let's go eat.
Let's do it.
Thanks so much for choosing to spend some of your time here with me today. I don't ever take that for granted. Be sure to use the link in my description box to save up to 52% off Gruens today. And you can watch this video next for some summer salads that are so good, you'll make them all year long. I'll see you there, and I send you love from my kitchen.